Now it's time for us to create the continuous integration between Jenkins and GitHub. So for doing that, what we're going to do is we are going to create a repository, a blank repository. Once that repository is created, then for that specific repository, we are going to configure the webhook. Now, the webhook that we are going to configure, that webhook is going to have the URL of our Jenkins master. Once we provide that and we enable the webhook over there, then whenever we are going to push any file onto our GitHub, automatically that file is going to go ahead and run our Jenkins job. Now, over here, what I'm going to do is before doing deploying starting our continuous integration, let me start by creating a blank repository onto my GitHub repository. So I am onto my GitHub repo. What I will do is I will click on repositories. I will click on new. Over here, I would say there Jenkins underscore tutorial underscore pipeline. Okay. See the name is available. I will keep it as public and I will create the repository over here. So the repository is created. Now, as part of this repository, what I will do, I will add some files over here. So for now, what we will do, we can go ahead and create new file. And right now, let's have only one file, which is known as readme dot. Okay, this is readme file. Commit changes, commit, and the file has been created. Now, what we will do, so once this file is created, so what I will do, I will go back to Jenkins. So again, now I am going to create another job, which job is used to understand if our GitHub integration is successful or not. So what I will do, I will create a new item. I will say it as GitHub Integration freestyle project. Okay. So once we go ahead and create that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on GitHub project. Inside the GitHub project, I am going to provide the URL for our GitHub repo. For that, I will go over here and let's go to the Jenkins one and click on the repo URL, HTTPS, copy this and go back and put it over here. So that is done. Once that is done, we are going to restrict this to be running on slave one. Okay, click on slave one. Now going down, what we're going to do is we are going to click on Git. Inside Git, again, I will put the same URL over here. We are going to keep the credentials as none and the branch that we have, what branch we have over here? Let's see. So over here we have branch main. Okay, so we can go ahead and write branch main because many a times it does not take master. Usually it should take master. Otherwise you can keep it blank. By default it will take master, take main. Then we will go ahead and click on save. Okay. Now, once we click on save, what we have to do is we have to uh, go to build now. Let's click on build. So guys, as you can see, our build is successful. Let's go to the console output. So as you can see, it has built in slave one. Okay, so build is done. After the build is done, what all commands it has ran? It has ran the command as cloning repository. So it has cloned our repository and it has cloned our repository into home EC2 user Jenkins over here. And as it has cloned our repository, we would be able to see what exactly is there in the repo. Now, up and running. So to understand if the GitHub integration is successful, what I will do is I will go over here, click on Jenkins slave, click on connect, and click on connect again. So let's close this one, and the server is establishing connection by port 22. So we are here in the server. I will click on sudo cu, and let's type pwd. So we are in EC2, so we have to go in cd Jenkins. Now, as we are in cd Jenkins, I will just write ls space hyphen lrt. So guys, you can see there is one directory which got created. So again, I will just write slash, sorry, not slash, workspace. So ls-lrt workspace. In this, you can see it has created the GitHub integration pipeline for us. So this was created previously, but now it has created this GitHub integration as we have provided. Now, as part of this, I will again provide GitHub integration. And in this, you can see the README file has been fetched and cloned. Why it has been cloned? Because as part of our slave we have git also installed, right? So all git commands that we are running, as you saw in the console output, was able to fetch the data from there, and the GitHub integration, that is pulling data from GitHub, is successful without any issues. Now moving to the next part. So whenever we are going to clone, whenever we are going to put any file, what Jenkins job is doing over here right now, it is going ahead and cloning the repository, and it is copying the file to our workspace. Okay. So right now you saw that we had added the README file, but apart from README file, what I will do, I will go ahead and add our Docker file too. So let me add it over here. Just a minute. First we have to click on upload files, and we will add two files over here, index file and Docker. Okay, so it's uploading and the upload is successful. I will commit the changes. So the changes are committed successfully. What we are going to do right now is I will go again over here, go to the GitHub integration job. Okay, and I'm going to build that job again. And once it is built, see, the second build is done. It has again cloned the repository without any errors. If I go over here in the EC2 instance, and again I run the same command, you will see instead of the readme.md, we will be having three files. I am just showing this to cross confirm whether all our files are getting cloned as soon as we are going to. Now click on enter. Yes, you can see. So as part as our part two, what we have done is right now we have just uh, did the GitHub integration. We have not done the continuous integration. Now what I will do is I will go ahead and do the continuous integration at the current time itself. For doing that, what I will have to do is I will have to uh, go ahead. So we will go back to our repository that we have created, and we will go to the settings of the repository. Once we go to the settings of the repository, we have to click on webhooks. Once we are inside the webhook, you can see there is no webhook configured. We have to click on add webhook. So once I click on add a webhook, it is asking me for authentication. Let me add authentication over here. So I got authenticated. Now what I have to do is over here I have to pass payload URL. Okay. So to pass the payload URL, what I have to do is I have to go ahead and I have to put the URL that we had copied earlier. So what is that URL? It is going to be the link to our Jenkins login. So you can copy it from here also. It is supposed to be this one, the 8080. I will put it over here. Now, after that, you have to make sure that you add GitHub hyphen webhook slash. Keep other things as it is. Just send the push event, and we don't want any SSL verification over here. So I have disabled it. Okay, and we will deliver event details when this hook is triggered. This is done, active. Now I will click on add webhook. Once it is done, it is showing that last delivery was successful. That is the push. See, recent deliveries. It is able to ping over here. You can see the post and the response was it is successful. without any issues when you get one. Now, as so at the current moment, what we have done, we have created our GitHub repo. The repo that we have created, a developer has pushed in data. Now this data has been cloned by our Jenkins master and it has been put into the workspace of the slave so that we can run our job over there.